As a big guy, there's one thing I know, it's heat. That's why after working all day, I don't want to come home to a hot house. That's why our friends at True North Heating Air are offering a $69 check-in tune on your AC. So head on over to True North Heating and Air and tell them the boys sent you. Let's get back to the show.
Oh, Lord.
That's
Starting
okay.
it off on a good note, absolutely. Just destroying memories. You know, what's a better way of doing it around here?
Ron Diaz?
Absolutely. I think Ron Diaz is a better way of doing it.
Destroying memories. All right. Welcome back to another episode of On Tap, brought to you by Unlimited Masonry. Shout out to Sam and the boys. Today we have a very special guest.
Very
Travis,
special.
a.k.a. Dirty Prescott Kids.
What's up?
How are you doing today, Travis?
Songwriter, personality, social media. What's your titles? You man of many titles or what?
Yeah, I guess all these titles just keep getting slapped on me. I just kind of look at it as I'm Travis, the same old crazy bastard that I've always been. So all of these things, nothing's new. Anybody that's ever known me, none of this is new. It just finally came to the light.
I love that. Yeah, you finally got a platform and you're able to express it and show everybody exactly who you are.
Yep, and I'm thankful for it.
I mean, that's pretty much what I like doing here is just like, just show everybody who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
No secrets.
Talk a little shit.
So now, when we say Dirty Prescott Kids, I know like all of your accounts is Dirty Prescott Kids. Is this, now obviously it's plural, like is there multiple people involved with it? Obviously you're the majority of the content that is on everything and you're in all of the music. Like, is there multiple people behind this? What's the story here?
Yeah, I guess it's a long story. I'll keep it as simple as possible. When I came up with the name, I was 21 years old. I was mostly scared to come up with some like solo name as I'm about to start dropping rap music out of Prescott, Wisconsin. You know, it was just kind of like a cop-out. It didn't seem like it was just me. And then as I started actually catching some traction with it and keep going, it became like kind of an all-inclusive thing. People were like rallying behind it like, oh, we're all the Dirty Prescott Kids. And I was like, as a matter of fact, we are. And then even bigger than just being from Prescott, once like the TikTok thing blew up, it was like, well, we're all DPK. So I changed it from I am DPK to we are DPK. And so there is other people involved. It's me, my buddy Tony. He's like my main producer. He makes a lot of my beats, does a lot of my mix mastering. I would consider Caroline, my fiance, to be heavily a part of it as far as the promotion. And she comes up with a lot of good ideas for the project. And then my buddy Rocco, who does a lot of my filming.
That was a great way to do it. Yeah, the putting it plural like that, you're not singled out that, oh, aren't you this person? No, we're this person. That's That's incredible. That's great.
So we obviously, our mutual connection, CPS Dave, we had him on previous episodes. He kind of went the opposite route, went from like feeling like there's multiple people to now like, no, it's me. I'm the guy.
Yeah.
So like, do you think that is more helpful, like getting more people involved with the branding of it by having it just like an umbrella thing, like making everyone feel more included in it right away?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know which one's better, but I do know that human beings like being included in things. And I didn't necessarily think, like I didn't plan it out that way, but I see it now that they feel a part of it, and they absolutely are. Like, shit, if people weren't listening to the songs, I wouldn't even probably be here.
Yeah, I can relate to that a lot. I feel like a lot of what we do here with the podcast, we started with COVID and stuff, and with setting the bar vibe and bar talk style podcast, a lot of people can relate that. Like, I feel like I'm at the bar drinking with my buddies, just at home, just sitting on their couch. You know, it's probably not very good for alcoholism, but at the same time, it's a great time, and it gets people involved in that matter too.
Right,
you know?
right.
There's all these people around here, just like involved in. There's our jokes, I guess, inside jokes,
right?
And then it gets weird.
It is weird because like meeting people that you don't know and then them being a part of your whole life. Like they know a lot more about you than you do about them. Yeah. And I'm sure you've encountered this a lot.
I have.
Especially with like the virality of a lot of your videos where people are like, oh, you know, you do this, you like this, I do too. You know, and you're like, I don't know who the hell you are. Yeah. You ever have anything like that? You're at a show or something, someone comes up to you and they're just like act like you've been bros for years?
Yeah, but I feel as if like I tried to make, and this is just kind of my nature, but I've tried to make my videos as inviting as possible. I want people to think like they randomly see me and Caroline, whether we're on a date or we're like out in some city we've never been to. I want them to say what's up. I don't like when people send me a message later on and say like, we saw you guys at the Target. I'm like, when? Was it when I was sitting there picking something out my ass?
Right.
Then it's creepy.
Yeah.
We're very small. I don't want to say that we're more than that, but I was eating on a date in North Branch at this bar, and one of the waitresses took a picture of me eating and sent it to the Snapchat. And I'll put it out there. That was fucking weird. Okay, I'm gonna just put her on blast. She knows who she is. That was kind of weird. All right.
Let me smile or something.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just take
no
a
shit.
picture of the back of my head and like Tyler's here. Like this is fucking weird.
Yeah, no shit. So, Travis, give us a little peek behind the curtain here. You've been making music now for what? Since like 2013, 14, 15? What's like your official start of all this?
Well, I guess like timeline wise, I've always kind of been into making music. I didn't really have the equipment to do so. So it was kind of like really low budget stuff that was going on. I was up in college in Duluth, not too far from here.
Yeah.
And my roommate had a MacBook Pro. This is about 2011. And I started messing with it because he never did shit with it. Like, he just had it. And I was like, I found Garageband, started messing around, started making a couple songs. And then I kind of subbed it in while we were DJing at a party and just wanted to see if anyone yelled at me to shut it off. Like,
Yeah.
turn this off. And everybody just kept vibing out. No one really noticed that it wasn't Wiz Khalifa anymore. And then I was like, that was all the dead giveaway I needed. That, well, it didn't completely suck.
Yeah.
So I came back home about May 2011, 2012, and I spent like my $700 tax return on a shitty microphone and an interface, and I bought somebody's used iMac, and I started putting out music in 2012. And I will say that the first 3 years, it was like a song every 6 months, a lot of remixes. I was just messing around, but I was having a blast doing it. And about 2015 is when I started really trying to do it. And it took me till 2017 to drop my first album. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So it was like, yes, I've been making music that long. Was I serious about it? No. Like, if one song did well, I'd roll off the cloud of that song for 6 months before I ever felt like I had to make another one.
Right.
What was your first song that kind of took off before the album?
First song for me was indefinitely my Will Smith Welcome to Wisconsin remix to the Miami. And I made it as it was supposed to be just for my group of friends at Country Fest. We wanted to have like a song that the other campsites didn't have because we just kind of like took it that seriously. We wanted our campsite to be like, where'd you guys get that song? Well, we made it. You can't have this song. And we started playing it there, and people were like, dude, I want this song. And it became kind of like a little Wisconsin thing. And then that was the first one for sure.
That's
Welcome
awesome.
to Wisconsin.
Dialing her back a little bit to the Garageband on the iMac, I feel like everybody went through that phase. I remember back
my
in high
God.
school doing dumbass shit on GarageBand, and it was just horrendous. But you just think we were still in high school at the time, but in between study halls, yelling in the corner
Yeah.
to a fucking little
We
microphone.
had I bought Beats headphones so that it had a microphone on the headphone itself.
Yeah.
We'd plug it into my computer and made me like making diss songs about our friends in between classes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
It was like the funnest thing ever.
And I dropped a couple diss tracks around that era too.
that was the go-to. That's all you did. Make fun of your friends. Hey, why don't we
Right.
record it and put
Right.
a little melody to it, and you're
Right.
good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
Now look
How
at
fun.
us. Imagine the diss track we could make about Darwin right now with these mics.
Unbelievable.
Oh, light
Yeah,
'em
my
up.
first one was on the internal mic on the MacBook. Like,
Really?
Oh,
I just
really?
found out that like I clicked record. I'm like, record what? Started talking and realized that it actually recorded it. So I recorded it through the actual MacBook. And then I did some research and found out how to get myself an actual microphone. I only spent like $80 on it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then it's a slippery slope and things get very expensive after that.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
no shit. So like what kind of a setup are you working with now? Like do you have a studio at your house? Do you have a studio that you go to? Do you
No, it's in my single wide trailer. It's one of the 2 bedrooms. Caroline's like, we could probably use the space. It's one thing I will not give up.
Oh, you got to have the studio.
I absolutely have
You
to
gotta.
have it.
You gotta.
Setting it up just every time I want to record something, it's a pain in the ass. I need something I can walk into and just go instantly into.
Yes.
If she wants more space, tell her to get a she shed outside or something.
Oh yeah, she's trying to get one. It's more the damn park supervisor trying to stop us.
Fuck,
Really?
Is that
Mr.
Randy?
Leahy.
Is that Randy and Leahy?
It's real. Like there's a lot of antics in the trailer park that are similar to the Trailer Park Boys.
Honestly, I see your when I see your content and stuff, I love like the your trailer park style content and stuff, and it brings me back to a lot of the Trailer Park Boys style stuff. I'm like, dude, this is fucking awesome.
I don't remember.
So awesome.
I appreciate that. I don't remember who the fuck told me this, but there was that you can't. They thought that we were using someone's trailer to like act. I was like, you have any idea like how much cojones you'd have to walk into a trailer park and be like, hey, I'm going to film some videos in front of your house. They wouldn't take too kindly to that. Yeah, I live there.
That's so crazy.
I bought it when I was like 26. I needed to live on my own, and it was the cheapest of options, and it was a great decision.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I sold my house back in December, and I've been homeless now for not a little bit of time, and I'm ready to this. I should just buy something, just move it out on my property.
You should get one of them sheds and like just convert it over, put a bathroom in it.
The Home Depot shed that you can just, oh man.
Those are actually pretty sick. They sell like a Home Depot shed you can live in now.
Oh, hear me out. Do like a freaking ice castle.
Oh yeah,
Like the RV edition ice castle. Those things are so nice. You
can
get them for
definitely
like
live out of
16
those.
grand. You could have a really good setup.
but I'm like damn near 7 feet tall, buddy.
That's true.
Dude, there's a lot of mullet going on this side of
Oh
the bar.
yeah,
dude.
this I'm not gonna lie. Past this line right here is way fucking cooler than that.
I agree, dude. I mean, I've never seen two beautiful mullets like this in the same place.
It's a lot to handle. Some people can handle it.
And I'm not gonna lie. We were doing a little bit of research, listened to another one of a podcast interview you did, and you did a mullet competition.
I did. It was I would not necessarily say it was a mistake, but I almost regretted doing it.
Oh no,
Dude, people got
Really?
vicious.
what?
Yes.
Like what are you saying? Like the competition in the mullet?
So, okay, in the beginning, it was all fun and games. It was like you had to get so many votes to get into even the voting process. Like you had to have a bunch of people vote on your picture. And we got into that round, and there's probably at least 50. I got myself into the 25, and that's when they actually started, all right, you need to send in a official picture, and it's going on to like the 3-round voting or whatever.
Dang.
And once we got into the 25, people were doing whatever they could to get votes. Like people were going on the news and
Really?
people were So I didn't know any of this. I was scaling back. I was putting it on my Snapchat and Facebook and getting my friends around town to vote. So I was kind of behind in the rankings, and I was holding off on TikTok because in my mind, it was my slingshot move.
Right.
I already had the platform. I thought that they all knew that. Like, personally, I wouldn't even have let me in if I was the runner of the competition because I already had a shit ton of followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
And so I held off on it, get to the nitty gritty of the competition last 2 days, and I did some heavy TikTok content, and we went up thousands of votes overnight.
Yeah.
And people thought it was like this, stuffing ballots kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that was a hot topic at the time. Jesus. So they're like, we need a recount. He's cheating or whatever. And I was like, did no one look into the fact that I have 500-something thousand followers on TikTok? And like this one kid that literally had already made a video like dissing the shit out of me for cheating. He was like, dude, I've been listening to Ray Gin all summer, and I didn't even realize you were that same person. And he's all telling me sorry, and that was all my feelings. So I'm like, I do not accept your apology, sir. And we just moved on.
Yeah,
but
fuck
it went
that
to
guy.
the point. I took second place ultimately, and I was happy to because the guy that won it runs the official mullet page. It's called like the mullet that changed my life. Shout out to Clint. He deserved the first place. He had the bigger mullet following. But they didn't expect me to do it, like give them that run for their money, and I was proud of that. I was like, hey, sorry that you underestimated the dirty Prescott kids.
So that's the problem with all these voting style competitions is that it's all a popularity contest. That's all it is. It doesn't matter
Right.
if you do actually have the best mullet. It all depends on the following and who you can get to vote for it. Even here in Pine City, fucking best sub sandwich in Pine City. Fuck, it gets cutthroat around here trying to gather up some votes last day to get in the fucking newspaper, dude. I couldn't imagine a mullet.
Even like they do these awards every year: best bartender, best waiter, best
Yeah.
waitress,
It's
all this
all
stuff
popularity.
with the Chamber of Commerce, and it's so political that it's ridiculous. People actually like have lifelong feuds now over these competitions.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever recover from the mullet one. I told them that you said that popularity contest. I did tell them if I was to be a part of the round 2 here, I gotta just be a judge because I don't want no part of that. And they should totally have more of a category, like you get points based off, like not just votes. Because mine, I hate to downplay myself, but I don't think I was top 25 compared to some of the ones on there. Oh my god!
I bet you there were some incredible ones. Was this nationwide or tri-state?
Yeah, it was nationwide. As long as you heard about it, you could have submitted yourself into it. And I'm sure, like I saw a drummer in Nashville, actually Blaine Bunting's drummer.
Yeah.
That's a great example of a man has never not had a mullet. He didn't even hear of the competition. You could tell just by looking at him. He's over there living his best life drumming. I'm like, if that guy would have entered, we all would have lost. But he obviously didn't even hear about it.
Damn.
He's not in it. You know, it's all about being in the mullet game for the popularity or being in it because it is the best hairstyle there is. And he's there because he knows he looks damn good with it, not because he wants to turn heads.
Oh yeah, it was definitely, it was like down to his thigh.
Oh no way! Oh, so this is like
Dude.
big.
I got to see this
I
guy.
got a picture with him. It was unbelievable.
Damn.
Shit, dude.
Oh,
I
that's
tell you
a
what,
hell of a mullet.
if Rapunzel was a middle-aged dude with a mullet, I'd be climbing that tower any day.
I was like trying to take videos of him while he was drumming, and I kept basically like looking at like the guitar player or the singer, like, you're kind of getting in the way. Get the fuck out of the way! I got a mullet.
The guys that everyone else is taking photos of. But you're like, can you please get out of the frame here?
He's back there
hilarious.
loving it though. You could tell he was like, they're looking at me.
Have you ever done any of the local mullet competitions before? I've heard of some at like some ice fishing competitions and shit. I know Larry and Tyser has held a couple locally. You've never done any of those?
No, I haven't. I got asked to do a couple. But people try to. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but when I get asked to do shows, sometimes people try to like double, triple book what I'm there to do. So they're like, oh, hey, maybe if we book you to come do a show out here, you can also have a mullet competition, and you can also bring Caroline, and you
Right.
could also bring your friends from your videos, and they're naming off like all these requirements. I'm like, I ain't gonna do all that for the dog shit price that you just offered.
See, that's what. Hey, so thank God we didn't ask him to do all that shit. Man, Cody's like, man, we could add all this shit on there.
if I'm having fun, I'll do whatever. But like some people, they pitch you all of that, and they're
Yeah.
like, so basically the show's in southern Mississippi, and if you would do all of that for $500, that'd be great.
Oh my God.
You're like, so negative 1,500. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my god,
That's
that's
been
funny.
the hardest part about the whole thing is just the undervalue you get from some people. It's disheartening.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So now, obviously, with these bigger platforms, that comes along with it too. Do you get a lot of people reaching out to you like, "Hey, just come make an appearance here. Just come hang out. Just come do this." Or no?
Yeah, no. I get more invites, and I like these better. I get invites from just random people that they're like, hey, seen your video that you're in this town. Why don't you come down to the bar and we're going to get all fucked up? I'm like, hey, now that's the appearance
Yes.
I wanted to make.
Yes. I'd be
Right.
way more into that than some like elaborate fucking
Yeah.
party or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just show up at a dive bar. I don't know if you're in the same position I am. When we go to towns, I would go into a grocery store and be, what is the shittiest bar you have in this town? Mm-hmm. I want to know what's the worst bar. That's where I want to be at right now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Those are the most fun places. And usually those places, we have a few here in town. These are the places that collect all walks of life. There is
yeah.
like the dirt broke people all the way up to like the lavish guys that are just trying to stay out of kind of like everyone else's minds. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, it's a cool place. It's like melting pots in little towns.
And I mean, you could tell, I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to go with the set here. It's just that we're missing a lot of cigarette burns on the wall. Like, I think we need to run this place down a little bit. I mean, it's brand new studio and everything in here. Haven't really addressed it on this episode, but because I fucked up and deleted the last one, so we might as well say new studio. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, we need to burn the fucking walls here or something and make it look a little shittier around here.
Yeah, it's too nice for us. We gotta fuck something up.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam's gonna. You want to break the first bottle in here?
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of
love fucking
bottles,
shit up.
I need to get into some of that Ronnie D.
I've been eyeing it up.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
waiting. Sam has been absolutely raving about this all morning.
I've been dying for some Ronnie D and Dr. Pepper,
That's
dude.
right, dude.
Guy set an alarm at 6 a.m. so he could bother me about Ronnie D and Dr. Pepper. I swear to
Dude,
God.
I told him it's a requirement. If you're
All right.
coming,
So is
we
this
have to have
your drink or what?
Yeah, it became it.
So I swear Sam got a small case of Tourette's because we'll be walking around. We've been building this thing, and he'll just be randomly going, Ronnie D and Dr. Pepper.
Dude, I love it.
I'm like, what
I
the fuck's
seriously
going
love
on?
that song.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's a earworm of a song, and I'm not gonna lie, every person around me, the reactions were priceless. When I finished it, I was like, check this out, and they're like, yeah. Is this the song? And like, you hyped this the fuck up. Is this it? And I'm like, dude, you don't see the genius in this? It's just like, it's perfectly annoying. Like, it gets stuck in your head. Like, I did not think it was the most beautiful thing I ever created. I just wanted it to get
Dude, that's
stuck.
exactly what I was thinking. Because at first I'm like, all right, this is a little weird, and then all of a sudden it catches.
Wait till
couldn't
you
get
hear the
enough
one
of it.
coming out on Wednesday.
Is this the one that you've been promoting on your TikTok all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
plug it up.
we've been promoting it because obviously you got to promote it. I was a little hesitant to promote it because of it's basically Ronnie D and Dr. Pepper 2.0. But it happened because my boy Tony, like I said, he's making beats all the time and sending them to me. Which one do you like? And he took a previous song. We're always talking about Ron Diaz. I'm not going to lie. It gets brought up all the time in my songs and shit. And he's like, I made a song out of a previous song. And I said something like, tell me where the Ron's at, rum drink master. And he was like, tell me where the Ron's at. Ron's at. Tell me where the Ron's at. And I was like, dude, we are not making another fucking Ron Diaz song. We're not. And he kept sending it to me. And literally within 3 days, the chorus was already stuck in my head, even though it was just a sample from another song.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, I lied. We are indefinitely going in again on the Ron Diaz. And they better as a company answer this time.
Well, dude, what's their overhead on
They're-
this shit? Not
they're
to
actually-
belittle them, but what is this?
They're
$2
actually
for them to make?
based out of Princeton, Minnesota. Are
Yep.
they not?
Yep.
That's where they're
do a
from.
video about that. Like,
That's where they're from.
Did you know that rum was actually invented in Princeton, Minnesota? And then I'm just going to say it. I made that up. But that's where Ron Diaz is the greatest rum of all time.
That's so crazy because that is not far at all from here. We have friends that live in Princeton. Like,
Maybe you know someone that works there.
I wish.
We have a buddy that used to was seeing abroad from Princeton for a while. I am so sorry.
I had a buddy that was seen abroad from Princeton, too.
Did she work at Ron Diaz?
No, I don't think so. But they
Maybe
did.
she's the same chick.
Just in case anybody does see this from Ron Diaz, I still love you. I do appreciate the bath towels that you recently sent me.
Fuck, I want some bath towels.
And that's what they sent me. 2 bath towels, 2 t-shirts, 2 hats that were like the type of hats you get for free, not something that you're going to be ripping, and a couple of cups.
Dude, not gonna lie.
Real.
I should have kind of hyped it up a little bit more in my first sip, but that is phenomenal. I've never had Ron Diaz Dr. Pepper. That is good. I'll give that to you. Not even lying. I'd tell you it sucks if it sucked.
Yep.
Dude, fuck Admiral Nelson, bro.
Yeah, dude, we started, so that was another thing. We started basically dissing. I hold no, like, discrimination for any alcohol. I will take whatever you got, really. And I've drank shit tons of Admiral Nelson, shit tons of Captain. Really don't like Kraken. But we try all these different rums all the time, and I drank a lot of Captain. But we primarily drank Ronnie D. So I was like, I'm going to make the song, like, come hell or high water, you won't catch me dead drinking Captain. And I didn't realize it was going to backfire on me, because now people see me and they're like, you just ordered a Captain Coke? That's all they got. And they're like, It tastes like shit. I'm like, you're right. You're right. I'm glad you listened to that.
So you think that you've like pigeonholed yourself into like only being Ron guy now?
Yeah, but it's like
You're cool with it.
premium.
But you're gonna say it when shit sucks. Like not gonna lie. Okay, we got some of these Mountain Dew seltzers. Have you had these yet? Maybe, I don't know if you're interested, but we have a couple cases in the back. We had some viewers send them to us. These fucking suck, okay? I will call it out. This Mountain Dew seltzer, whatever the hell this is, was hyped up, and this fucking sucks.
But we're very appreciative
Very
that they were sent to us. So let's make that very clear that we're very appreciative.
A friend from Florida sent them. Huge flex, you know. They get released here in Pine City next week, but they suck. You can try one if you want and be disappointed just like me.
Yeah, after that hype train, I might as well.
Yeah. And then actually, I finally got my first. I'm a big Natter Days guy, and I got the red, white, and blueberries here. And these are mediocre at best.
Really? I've never tried them either.
Too sweet.
The packaging was great.
Oh, packaging's incredible. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of like I'm a beer snob to cheap shit.
Yeah?
You know, like not craft beers, but all the mainstream light beers, like, nah. I'm going to criticize the hell out of them.
I feel that.
Hey, you have the right to do so. I just drink what the fuck ever. It's just kind of how I've always been.
Yeah,
And it's awesome
absolutely.
because I can just have a platform to talk shit about stuff.
Dude,
Sometimes you
it's amazing.
gotta.
It's amazing to have a platform. You can say whatever you want.
Exactly.
So,
It is what
Travis,
it is.
I have a question for you because I have a few friends in Siren, Wisconsin that I go visit frequently, and those fuckers drink me under the table. Can you vouch for Wisconsin? Can you is Wisconsin just a different place, dude? Because even across the border, we can't keep up with them.
Well, I mean, I've definitely had my run for my money with plenty of Minnesota residents. But but in Wisconsin, it is it's a drinking state for sure.
100%.
And most people don't even act like they like my mom, for instance. I've always spoke of her. I mean this in the nicest way. She does not look at herself as a party animal, but she might come home, have some 9-bush lattes. That's her relaxation. She'll sit in the hot tub listening to Kenny Chesney, get all lit up, and she goes to work at like 4:30 in the morning every day.
That's incredible.
Like,
That's
it's
incredible.
nothing.
She's
Like,
a soldier.
She's an absolute soldier, and she once we got of age to be partying, she tries to keep up with us. She does her best. Sometimes she goes down early, and she will be the first one up in the morning.
Exactly, dude. It's wild. I know. Fuck, man. I feel like I'm still young at least, but I don't fuck around on the weekdays, man. I'm not going to be that guy to try to drink on a work night and wake up early in the morning.
I can't anymore.
No, fuck no. It's not worth it,
ironworking.
man. No,
Right.
you work on the road and shit a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you do for a living?
I'm a union iron worker, and I guess content creator.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd love to hear that. Yeah, I'm a Local 49 operator. So,
Awesome.
Yeah, I love the union pride and shit. I heard you talk about that before and stuff. And so are you the out of Minnesota ironworking and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Local 512, St. Paul.
Yeah, and you, but you travel a lot?
I do, yeah. You obviously don't have to, but that's where the good money is.
Oh, absolutely.
What I always found with traveling, I know that a lot of our listeners can relate to this. Working on the road, you have nothing to do off work other than drink. And it is fucking terrible for yourself because, you're done with work. Oh, what do? You hang out with all the coworkers that you've been pissed off at all day and you drink all night and you fucking fight with them.
Yeah.
At least that's my experience.
Really? Like, like
yeah.
everyone, there's like beefs all over the place inside of like the traveling group.
Have you ever worked at a company before? At any job?
I have never worked at a company before.
But there's always beef. There's always beef within a company. You know, you're going to have those people you really like that you work with. You're going to have the people that you don't like, you know? Well, talk about how, hey, when you're done with work here, you can go home and you don't have to see that person. When you're on the road, you're fucking with that person nonstop.
Yeah.
They're always around.
Yep.
And that shit's annoying.
Okay, so you're saying like the little things that like perturb
yeah.
you about them, they really start to stand out.
Really get
and
to
you
you,
just
dude.
like start
Oh, yeah.
snapping at each other.
Especially when you have to sleep in the same room as them.
That's why I don't hang out with nobody from work. No. Pretty much everyone that's ever worked with me, sorry.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, what are you doing later? Probably going live. Like, okay.
Yeah, I always have guys that are like, you want to get a beer after work? You want to get a beer after work? I'm not going to lie, dude. No, I do not want to get a beer with you after work. Like,
Damn,
I'm
that's
sorry.
kind of cold.
It
Some
is kinda
people you
cold.
would, but
Yeah. But I like to keep my work life and my personal life very separate. You know, I got my manager already up my ass by the way I act like on here. You know, he's like, oh, you fucking partying it up and shit. It's like, you know what? As long as I get my work done, what matters? You know,
Right.
Oh yeah. On my last job I was at, I was like strategically making TikToks, but like I found a way where I wasn't wasting no time. I put my GoPro on something, I made a magnet so I could film something, and then the dude that like owned the sand plant started getting tagged in them, and he had come down and he's like, which one of you is the one putting all the TikToks on there? My boss looks over at me. I was like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Turns out though, it was literally just because he liked it. Like,
Oh no shit.
he just want to give you
yeah,
props.
boss couldn't even really say nothing.
Yeah.
I was like,
Damn.
well,
That's
I-
actually sweet.
was I not working or something? Because like the video was me working, so I was like, what part can you prove I wasn't working?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Yeah, I love it. I know I'm on the side of TikTok of like dirt work and stuff because that's what I do. I'm like, shit, I want to put a GoPro on my excavator and like just like watch people load fucking trucks all day and put TikToks up.
I saw a couple people that have been going live while like in like their heavy equipment.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in there just talking, and you see them spinning around the whole time. I'm like, man, you're like doubling up. Mm-hmm. Like fucking making money.
Talk about a fucking payday, dude. Money on top of money on top of money.
Old people hate it, dude.
Oh,
Old
yeah.
people, like last year, I first started catching traction on TikTok, and the first person to ever give me like a code, CPS Dave. And we started getting some videos going off because I was wearing the hat, and I started getting, a couple dollars per hat. And I was trying to tell my boss, dude, I made like $80 last night from the hotel room. He's like, like I give a fuck. That's literally how they act. Like they do not want to know about your ways of doubling up on money. They're like, if you don't have one job that you dedicate your whole life to, I don't want to hear it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Figuring out multiple streams of way to make money and just like a little bit from a lot of places, like that can go a long ways.
And I know blue collar community, everybody's doing side work. Oh, everybody's doing side work.
Absolutely. Every single one of our friends that's in construction of any sort does side work.
And
every single one.
Yeah, but like what I hate about it, I've considered, buying a skid and stuff and doing some shit on the side, but like this is kind of my side work. This is what I do on the side. But also I work all fucking week. I don't want to go home and work all weekend too.
Exactly it.
Yeah, I want to enjoy myself a little bit.
What's wrong with the side hustle that like you don't actually have to like physically work?
How about a side hustle where you can sit in a room and fucking slam beers in Ron Diaz with a guy that you met off the internet? Like, it doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, we used to get warned about shit. Like our parents would be like, can't be hanging out with people off the fucking internet.
Yeah, and you drove fucking, hour and a half to come hang out with
Willingly.
some random dudes?
My dad, he told me one time too, he said, I loved partying from the second I ever experienced it. 15 years old, got a job at a liquor store. Thanks, Mom. And my dad was like, well, you ain't gonna make a living off of partying, I'll tell you that, so you better nip it in the butt right now.
Here we are.
I had to tell him this past summer, because he was making fun of my whole TikTok thing. I was like, Dad, I just want to tell you, I still remember you saying that, and I absolutely did find a way to make money partying.
Hell yes.
And
hell yes.
you might not like it, but it's happening.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's the old school mentality, I know my mom hates this shit. She'll probably watch this one, but she does not enjoy it at all.
See, I feel fortunate. My parents are all for it. They're
your
like,
family-
whatever makes you happy. Man.
His grandma, no shit, is like our biggest supporter.
My grandma and grandpa just told me this morning. I was just talking to them this morning, and they said that they drove out to North Dakota and back to go visit my sister. And they listened to our episodes there and back. They listened to like freaking 20
God.
episodes.
And like we're extremely vulgar and just say the most off the wall shit. They're just the nicest Catholic people, and they're just so supportive, But that's about supporting your family and shit.
My grandpa's
so
like,
Mom, how about you support me a little more?
my grandpa's like, I heard you call me out about the monkey thing in college. I'm like, damn, you really do listen.
Tentatively, too.
Yeah, no
Details.
shit. That's
incredible.
So we've never been to the those Rednecks with Paychecks events. We've seen a video that you were at the last Rednecks with Paychecks. How was that? Was it sweet?
It was sweet, yeah.
It looked like so much fun.
Like that particular event I had heard about for years because my cousin is down in Fort Worth, Texas, or in that area. So he was always telling us to go to it, but back in the day, we never could swing it. Like, we'd spend so much money going to like Country Fest and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like you could do 5 of those events a year. So we never made it. And then this year I had my buddy Whiskey Biz asked me to come over there, and I was already working in Texas.
Oh.
So I was like, well, all I got to do is tell the boss that I'm not coming, whether he likes that or not, and drive 6 hours to be there just to be back basically 24 hours later working.
Oof.
Worth it.
The boss actually gave me the full green light, and he was like, I'm so pissed that I can't come with you.
Yeah.
Damn.
He likes ripping I never really
Oh,
had
that's so sick.
the off-road vehicles and all that stuff. So like, that's a new world to me. I mean, I'm familiar with it, but I never had a Razor. We had 4-wheelers, but they weren't for doing nothing crazy.
I had a mud truck for 4 years, and then I'm building a trail truck currently right now, and I love all the mud events around here and stuff, Howie's and Mudfest and the local ones here, and I know that's always like the big fucking thing. Michigan Mud Jam, and Rednecks with Paychecks. Those are the ones, like, because like Howie's is fucking amazing. It's incredible.
Yeah,
It'll blow your mind. But then imagine that, like, I would assume it's like 3 times larger. Like, how many
so
people do
big.
you think were there?
I honestly have no way of gauging that. I can't even gauge a simple house party.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
But like, an absolute shit ton. Like, the main mud pit, when we got there, Whiskey Biz, our friend, he was like, dude, we're already parked. We can't come to the gate to get you. We'll lose our spot. And when we got down there, I knew exactly why. Like, he was parked in the middle of this just absolute chaos. And really, you have to like drive out through like an ocean of mud to even get out there. But I mean, nobody was wearing clothes. It was super hot. Fucking, I heard at least 5 trucks go by blasting my music, which was
Hell yeah.
unbelievable.
That is
That's got to
badass.
be the best feeling.
It
in the
was.
world.
Imagine how many people there were feeling like Raging.
Dude, they were feeling like everybody there was feeling like Rage In. They just didn't know that Rage
Yeah.
In was like infiltrated amongst them walking around. And I seen one guy kind of give me a
little look.
And I was just like,
Shit.
it was dope though. Like like trucks going by where they don't even look down.
No.
Like way up in the sky. One guy had a like an elevator lift to get up into the thing. And
Like
it,
one of the boards on a hydraulic ram. Yeah, dude, those are fucking
it goes
sick.
up like, you know.
Yeah, they're running boards that
8
you
feet.
you stand on them, and it's a hydraulic ram lifts you up to the fucking.
What?
Yeah, it's sick as
I've
shit.
never seen that.
Yeah,
That is so
the
sweet.
Patriot, a local truck that was extremely expensive, has them. It was badass.
If you have to piss up in, like, they wanted to, give me a couple rides, and I was riding around with them, and then you got to take a piss. Like, you have to like have the driver get out and let you down, or you have to scale down the tractor tire that's on the truck. Like, it's not like you just get out of there.
Oh my god.
Was that the event? I know it went viral on TikTok and stuff where the helicopter was coming down and getting beers from the mud trucks.
Yeah, so like
that
actually,
is the sickest shit ever.
Once again, small world. My buddy Whiskey Biz, him and his wife, they rock a party bus company called Whiskey Biz, but they also do like these custom razors.
Okay.
So they're the ones that we went to meet. His wife, she was the one that was up on top of the razor handing the beer in the picture.
Damn.
It was the coolest shit ever. Did you see that?
No.
So yeah, it's just a person standing on top of a razor holding a beer up, and the helicopter comes down, hovers over it, and the passenger grabs a beer from her, and they fucking go
Out of a
back up.
helicopter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while it's
Damn.
hovering
That's
above
insane.
it. Imagine about the adrenaline going through this helicopter coming down for a fucking beer.
All I heard from people there too, because everyone was talking about it, they were like, "You realize that they could lose their license for that?" I'm like, do you think anybody here gives a fuck?
Yeah, like, I couldn't imagine. You know, I mean, if you have a guy in the backseat of your truck booze cruising, that's frowned upon. I couldn't imagine if you're flying a helicopter and your passengers are just fucking booze cruising.
Plot twist, the dude doesn't have a license. Welcome to Texas.
Hey, that's what I always say. You can't lose a CDL if you don't got a CDL.
That's right.
The good news is every single one in that helicopter probably was carrying a pistol with them as well.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
hey, welcome to Texas.
I love it. If there was any other state that I would move to, I've heavily considered it. I just feel at home there.
Oh, fuck. For me, well, there's a lot of people in Texas. I love Wyoming. Kind of like the same vibe, but there's nobody around.
Yeah.
And those fuckers, they don't drink at all.
Really?
Big
No.
rancher vibes.
Dude, I was in Island Park, West Yellowstone, Wyoming. And Fucking dude, all the bars close at like 10 p.m. on a Friday. We were just trying to find one place that people are drinking. They're like, no, you're not going to find it here. We got fucking kicked out, and the cops called on us because my buddy jumped on a mounted buffalo. It was bullshit. It's like, dude, you can't do shit in this town.
I had two buddies that it was a long time ago, so like they're more Wisconsinites now, but they moved to Prescott from Wyoming, and those two can drink like a fish.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I feel like the Midwest drinks damn near the most out of traveling other places. Do you see that?
Gotta be.
I mean, just like regular weekdays, you don't think that is that's real? Do you think the Midwest drinks more than other places?
I think it's just something about the way they glamorize it in a different way. Like, like you go like out to California and they're like, oh, you guys want to go have some like
wine,
like happy hour cocktails? Like, I'm like, I know people that like it's not happy hour. It's like, let's go to the bar at 2 p.m. and by 4.
Yeah.
You're already blacked the fuck out.
Well, like, fuck. I've had it a lot of times where you go for happy hour and you're there the whole time and you're blasted when you leave happy hour in an hour, and then you just got to keep going at that point.
Yeah, so like I don't even look at it as happy hour. I just like look at it as like day drinking. That's just what happens.
As Johnny Depp said, isn't happy hour any hour?
Any hour.
True that.
Yeah, dude. And it is.
It absolutely is.
What do you think of the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation?
Well, if it wasn't for Caroline, I wouldn't know anything about it. But yeah, I guess I'm Team Jack Sparrow, Amber Heard. I used to think she was hot. Like,
oh yeah,
you know,
I still think she's hot.
Yeah,
okay?
but she went down some points on that too. I don't know.
Yeah,
right.
Once you're shitting on beds, I mean, honestly, I'm not going to say points plural, maybe 1 point.
Yeah, you lose one solid
For sure.
point.
I think
Unless
that's
that's
the
your
minimum.
kink.
It could
you know?
be.
Yeah. If I'm into potty play, I think she'd be go up a point. You know?
She definitely went up the charts for them, dude.
for sure.
You ever heard it called water sports?
Yes.
Potty play?
Yep.
Found that out when we were down in Nashville.
Water sports.
Fucking
right?
girl.
I've never heard that.
Fucking girl asked me and Caroline, hey, are you guys into water sports? And I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, have you seen our TikTok? We're always on jet skis and pontoons. And we're always on the water. Like what some people like the mud, we like the water. And she was just kind of confused. And then she's like, no, it's like peeing on each other. And I was like, no, we don't do that.
Oh, shit.
Like, oh, that kind of water sport. Fuck yeah, dude, I love wakeboard.
I'll dive right into some water sports.
Oh, that's
my
hilarious.
whole life is pretty much that movie Waterworld. You know?
Waterworld where there's no land anywhere?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
No.
Well, what do you think? Should we take a little bathroom break here?
Might as
I think it's time.
All right.
It's time for a bathroom break. The boys will be right back.
Sam, I feel like shit, man.
Lucky for you, I got the cure for you, man. Everyday Cafe, Cambridge, Minnesota.
Are you talking today's sponsor of the Bathroom Break, Everyday Cafe in Cambridge, Minnesota?
Yes, yeah, actually the Hangover Cure of the gods, dude.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sponsoring the episode. Let's get back to the show.
Pick something off the shelf. Let's try it. Let's start doing this with every guest. To pick a
Oh,
shot.
yeah, I kinda
pick
like
a
that.
shot off the shelf. This is almost all of our bottles. We got some more, but there's
This
a
is
lot of real shit too, dude.
Oh,
Like,
it's like
There's a lot of gross ass shit.
what's
in
that
there,
fucking
bro.
tequila behind you that has like nothing out of it?
Tarada.
I think
Oh, no.
It's so bad.
that's the first shit. I think that's the first stuff I ever got drunk on. In your camper, we soaked that shit in gummy worms.
Yep,
Gummy
that
worms
is the
soaked.
exact. It might even be the exact bottle.
Yeah, that's how much we drank when we were 14.
The one two down to the right, Bacardi. That's the one I drank for the first time, but it was Bacardi Raz.
Oh, dude, Bacardi Limon and Diet. You ever do
Yeah,
Limon Diet's so good.
I don't do the diet too much, but
Yeah.
I've drank some Limon.
So what do you want, man? Putting you on the spot. What do you want to rip here?
We sure as hell ain't drinking that Captain Morgan, I'll tell you
No,
that.
we ain't drinking the fucking Captain Morgan. I was
There's some
thinking,
good ones behind him too, but you can't see them.
Yeah. Here, I'll move out of your way.
Got some wild turkey.
What about that screwball?
Oh, yeah, dude, good choice.
Yep. Honestly, I was thinking Screwball or the Revelstoke Pecan. That's really fucking good too.
That was my nickname, Screwball. My dad used to call me that.
Nice. What does he call you now?
He's got a lot of nicknames for me. I like to pick on my parents. I never wanted to give the impression that they don't support me. They absolutely do. They just don't understand it.
No. Like it's all old. Like the old school mentality. It's
My
just
dad-
like this isn't a thing to them.
He listens to just this beautiful classic country, and then he hears my song and says, fuck this, fuck that. He's like, ah! What is this? I feel that, man. You don't like it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I wonder what your parents would say. You start bumping his songs in front of me, like, hey, you got to listen to this. I feel like your parents are like the opposite.
That could actually make a pretty good
clientele.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Introducing my parents to like modern music that would just blow them away and get their reaction.
I love that.
There's a girl I follow on TikTok that she's kind of a rapper, singer. She did a video where she showed her dad a video. It was a joke, but she made a video just saying some vulgar stuff about herself. Like, I'm going to drop this on your face and like all this stuff. And
By this, does she mean her ass?
this. And her dad is sitting there, and you can tell he's just a diesel of a dad, like would hate to have to go on the first date with her. And he's just getting progressively more pissed off as she's showing him the song, and then she's like, I'm kidding, I'm never releasing this or whatever. I was like, man, your dad looked like he was about to blow an O-ring. Don't do that to him.
That would actually be a good one for you. We were talking about how your grandparents are so supportive. Get your grandma to start showing her some songs.
Oh, yes. And I'll just show her like super vulgar
Yeah.
songs. Well, she's going to know now because she
WAP?
listens to this.
She'd love WAP.
Have you seen the grandmas that wear the CPS hats? Mm-hmm. The two,
no, like show me that butthole and whatever.
Super old grandmas that are on there. They're legendary.
All right, man. You got to have a go-to toast or something. I know you got something up in that cranium of yours.
You're going to put me on the spot.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
They
Maybe
did
I
the
should have
same
gave you.
thing to me.
I do it to him all the time. You don't got something you used to do, house parties?
I got one that my buddy used to say over and over, and I heard him say it so many fucking times. It honestly used to piss me off, but this is the moment.
Let's get it.
Where I now have it because it's, dialed in my brain. Anyways, it's not something that you probably haven't heard before, but here's to the girl in the little red shoes. She loved her beer and loved her booze. She lost her cherry, but that's no sin because she still has the box that it came in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Dude, you're a fucking performer. Just
That was
pulling
great.
that up.
That was really good.
That's
I can't
been
believe
stuck
you
in my
remember
mind
that.
since
That was
07.
great. I did not think it was going to be
Since
that
you were
fucking
7?
good.
07.
Oh, God.
17. But my boy Everett, he used to say it all the time, and I'm always like, Everett, you got to come up with a different one. But now, I'm thankful for it, so thanks, bro.
Yeah, thanks,
Shout
Everett.
out, Everett.
Thanks for cheers to Everett. Take a shot at home if you ever watch this. Yeah, absolutely. Do it
Did
for
you
all of
ever
us.
did you ever shotgun your beer for Carter?
Did we shotgun last episode? Yeah, we did. We shotgun.
We
we
did.
deleted it.
Technically did.
I deleted it. Fuck.
All right, how about we shotgun a beer and have Travis judge who wins?
Oh Lord.
So we put something on our last episode that if someone sent 5,000 stars
500
or
but yeah,
500
we set it
stars,
low.
we have to do a shotgun. And I've been challenging Tyler for a couple weeks now because he's the king of shotguns.
No, I'm not. No more. I'm old now, dude. Have you felt? What was the age? Do you feel yourself slowing down a shit ton, like very drastically?
I'm not going to admit it, but like, as the years go, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And now that this just taking off now, I can't tell you how much it pisses me off that just now it's happening.
Same, dude. 24 to 25 has slowed down so much, and now we're getting traction, and people are like, let's go fucking rage. I'm like, God damn it, dude. If you found me 2 years ago, I'd be fucking blacked out in a ditch with you right now, dude. You missed out, man.
My whole fucking friend group was just like ride or die for the cause all the way up until 2 or 3 years ago, and now it takes off. And I'm about to turn 32 in September, so, I mean...
Dude, but you're only as old as you feel, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You set yourself in that mentality. I work with guys that are, high 50s, and I swear they're toddlers sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, man. So do you want to, do I shotgun this fucking shit?
Fuck.
I get tagged by like young like kids too, and they're like, bet you can't shotgun as fast as me. And I'm like, dude, I am not going to be shotgunning a bunch of 21-year-olds on fucking TikTok.
Yeah, or underage kids.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure, man. Next thing you know, you got yourself a fucking lawsuit. Chris Hansen's on your doorstep for a shotgun.
I just got asked actually recently by mom. She said, well, we'd love to have you guys play at my son's grad party. And I'm like, dude, that sounds like an Entourage episode. I would love to do it. But it also sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Some
A bunch
kid
of
just leaves the
underage
grad
people.
party all hammered. Who knows?
Fucking play at a bar mitzvah, dude. Raging, just going. You got a chair with this fucking child with a yarmulke on.
Some dude.
Sick.
I guess I misjudged it because I said they were Amish. I apologize. It turns out they were Jewish. But a dude, I just seen a bunch of dudes in like these robes.
Yep.
And they were absolutely just tearing it up in this hall. And a guy literally, subbed out the audio for Rage In, and it lined up perfectly. And I said something like Amish Paradise or something, and I got corrected. Fast.
no.
Those people aren't Amish. I'm like, news to me, brother. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Dude, I don't know anything about that lifestyle.
The
we got
viewers
some
love
Amish.
to correct people. That's
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. You put anything out, the internet will tell you how
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah, we got corrected on a story we told. That was an old story. They fucking were lit up about that.
Yeah,
okay.
it's always on the podcast clips too
Yeah.
that we'll post, and everyone's just like so politically correct about everything, every little detail of everything. That's like you just get absolutely roasted if you don't get every detail of your story right.
All right,
Whatever.
let's hit this, and then let's talk shit about haters.
All right.
I'm sure you got some hater stories, huh? Here, I won't put you on blast. You're gonna have like 4 seconds to think about it. Okay. All right. So you ready? Who's counting down?
All right, Cody, count us down.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Damn, I didn't.
Oh, did it again, Sam.
Dude, my shotgunning's been fucking pathetic.
I'm going to have to work on this. Mine's been going too. Like, it's not my thing anymore.
Yeah, I got to get back into the liquor here. How about you clean the desk off, buddy?
I'll let it clean itself.
This limestone is
the beauty
very
of this
porous.
limestone.
Porous.
Yeah.
So now, Travis, you've been in the limelight long enough. I'm sure you've gotten a lot of hate. Is there ever any comments that you get on like your lives or any just videos where you're just like, this is
Triggers
just
you.
so stupid?
I actually surprisingly do not get a lot of hate. I think I make myself just a little bit more relatable. That it doesn't, but it's definitely there. I hate when people say shit like that has like no basis at all. Like someone said the other day, like stop trying to make music. We're all just following you because of your fiance. Now, don't get me wrong.
Jesus.
I know that she is an absolute smoke show. But she has her own account, dog. You're
right.
following the Dirty Prescott kids. This is a music page. What the fuck are you talking about? I need to quit making music. I hate when people say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anything that involves saying anything about her that ain't respectful.
Well, that's your girl, man.
That makes me mad.
100%.
I'm okay with you making fun. Like, you can say stuff like, what's this? Weird Al Yank. I get the Weird Al things. I get
I could see that.
Dr. Disrespect. from Wish.com.
Literally, who the fuck was it today? I was showing one of your videos today. Oh, one of our co-hosts, Dalton. I was showing him your videos, and he's like, "Fuck, he looks like that fucking streamer." I'm like, "Dr. Disrespect." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Fuck, you're kind of right."
Yeah, no,
it's all in the stash, dude.
For sure. And I was like, dude, that's dope. I wouldn't even, they're like, you're copying him. I'm like, I know, I do not try to trigger the gamers. But I'm like, I know you gamers. Y'all band together and you think that everyone knows the celebrities of your world. The last game I gave my life to was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on
Banger.
PlayStation. So I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. And then now I see him and I'm like, oh, I see what you're talking about. But like, yes, I amended my whole entire look off of Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
He wears a wig.
I was waiting for you to roll up in a fucking bulletproof vest up in this bitch, like him.
Is that what he wears?
Like
He wears
Yeah.
he wears a bulletproof vest and all. Well, it's not like it's a vest that looks like it. I don't think it has plates in it, but yeah, in all of his streams and
Because
shit.
he played like too much Call of Duty and he thinks he's actually getting shot at.
Yeah,
He's got
Yeah.
PTSD from
there
the
is some
Xbox.
shit that somebody did shoot at his house when he was in the middle of a stream. I don't know. There's some weird shit. Whatever.
Damn,
But
there's some hard hitters in
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, dude. The video games are fucking wild.
People
Nowadays,
don't
man,
fuck around.
No, people do not fuck around.
I just never got like into it past like once the systems became, $500-600. I was just I used to like to have like the big old sleeve of games and you like go through them. Like,
Yep. and then you could play them right away. Now you want to play a game, you got to fucking sit there for 3 hours and download the bitch.
Yep.
You can't go to a goddamn Blockbuster and rent Tony Hawk anymore and play it in 2 hours. You have to or play it as soon as you get home and fucking throw it in. It's just so stupid, man.
No, you can't. You got to download a friggin' 500 gigabyte update
so
to
like
play.
to give a kid a Christmas present, you need to start downloading the night before.
Yeah.
They ain't fucking playing it.
Fuck
Christmas.
no. Oh, they're playing that bitch on December 26th.
Or you get fucked like us, where we live in the middle of nowhere, and
Internet.
most of us don't have internet at all, let alone good internet.
And it's like 3 days.
Dude, I literally get kilobytes per second. Like, if you test our internet, I don't even get 1 megabyte where I live.
Oh,
Mine's bad in the trailer park too. It's all the metal roofs and everything.
oh yeah, absolutely. Fuck, dude, tin screws it, man. It's bad. I was looking at building a shell, so I'm like, nah, fuck that. I need internet. But yeah, we released a podcast clip last week that blew up. Thank you everybody for that. That was incredible. But we had this. I got fucking triggered, man. I you know, you're on social media and stuff. I feel like you probably know some other influencers and stuff in the community, but there was this guy that commented and said these wannabe Logan Paul. These guys just want their set to be Logan Paul just because of our fucking brick background, dude. And this was in our old set. And it triggered me, dude. I was
Tyler
so
was
pissed.
fucking mad.
I got the
fired
same
up.
fucking brick all up in my trailer too. Like,
Yeah.
good choice.
Absolutely. It's fucking beautiful.
We love this stuff.
That's the vibe.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though. Like when someone says that, like you know that you're not trying to be
Yeah.
that, so it's okay. Like you should be able to just brush it off. But it's just so unnecessary. You're like, bro, what are you creating?
Yeah, exactly.
Anything?
All they're creating is fucking comments, dude.
Yeah.
And was it you, Sam, that said these people on TikTok? There's a whole group of people. You know, we're creators. We create TikToks, but then there's a group of people that they don't create TikToks. They create comments, and they get the same thrill. Like I would assume when a video of yours goes viral, do you sit there and look at the views and the comments just fucking rolling in and get a high from that, or no?
I absolutely have. I was actually just talking about it in a live last night. It was like, if you've never had it happen, it is
incredible.
quite the fucking ride.
It's
You
the
can't
best
not
fucking
look
feeling.
at
No.
it.
It is the funnest thing ever. Like when shit's popping off, you just refresh,
Yes, bro.
and
Yeah.
watch all these people just rolling in, and it's incredible. And like Sam was saying, these people get that same thrill from just putting out a shit talking comment and getting likes on that comment because they can't create content themselves. They can just fucking talk shit.
Yeah. I'm proud to say this. I started a new thing where basically if you say some real dumbass shit on my post, I pin it to the top.
Yeah.
And I let my wolves take you out. Yes, dude.
The dirty Prescott kids after.
We've
Hell,
got
dude.
I've had at least 3 people delete their whole entire account.
That's the way to do it, though. They tried
yeah.
to troll you. Nah. You're taking the control.
Sick 'em, boys.
There's some shooters in the Dirty Prescott Kids community. I'm not kidding. Like they will come at it, especially if you say something about Sweet Caroline.
We had
I believe that.
we had a guy fucking come after us on Facebook last week. Fuck that guy. And one of Sam's buddies just fucking blew him up on Facebook. And I'm
Dude,
like,
I sent
thank
the
you
wolves.
so much,
I
man.
sent the wolves
That's the way to
after
do
you.
it.
Yeah.
All my friends that are trolls, I was like, hey, here's the comment. Do what you want to do.
I was trying to be respectful with my comment back, and then all of a sudden I see a couple after they're just going after this guy, and I'm like, fuck yeah, thanks, guys.
It can flip your whole entire world upside down. There's people that comment shit they think they're gonna get lost somewhere in the mist and they'll never be seen. Next thing you know, people are coming on your Yelp pages. You think we didn't know you lay fucking drywall, brother?
Their whole company's fucked now, dude.
I've literally heard stories of, not with mine specifically, but I've heard stories of that happening. It can create a problem. Watch what you say.
People don't, they all think these keyboard warriors, they can sit behind the keyboard and there's no consequences behind that. But these people we have resources. We can figure out what you do. There's a lot of fucking consequences sometimes on the internet.
Yeah, there is.
Be careful, man.
I honestly, everybody's got a little bit of a hater in them. You see something and you go, this is dumb. But
Yeah.
I see stuff and I try to genuinely acknowledge if I'm like, look at this fucking bozo. I
Fucking
take
dweeb.
that feeling and get the fuck rid of it. And it's very easy to not write it. I don't comment, look at this fucking bozo. I just think it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yes,
the beauty
bro.
of it. Like, think it.
I've written up mean comments before and then just deleted it. You know,
Absolutely.
I wrote it up, got it out of my system,
Yeah.
deleted it. Didn't need to be posted.
Yeah, but yeah, you like almost like you click post and then like delete it.
Yeah.
Really quick. Like I'm gonna get rid of that.
Yeah.
I love doing the response videos, but people, I tried to tell people early, like I don't want to respond to people and give the platform to people that are talking shit when you could have done it to someone that said something nice. And then every once in a while I do it and everyone reminds me that I said that. Why are you responding to people that are talking shit? I'm like, cause sometimes it's fucking funny. Like
Sometimes you gotta.
the one person
Sometimes
said
you
to
gotta
me,
put 'em on
that
blast.
my favorite rebuttal I did, someone said, I would really like your page if you had less swearing, which that's just not even, that's not even an option on my page. So I just replied with that song that was going viral. It's like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. About none of that shit. Like,
When we first started this, we're very vulgar. We've toned her back a ways, but when we first started, people were complaining about the swearing, and we're like, okay, we're gonna not swear anymore. We started the swear jar that anytime you swear, you have to put a sip of your drink into a cup, and everybody's drinks would fill up into this cup, and it'd be in a concoction, and we'd keep track, and the person that swore the most had to drink the cup. And it was always me, okay? And the problem is that it just killed the vibe. Because you'd be in the middle of a story, you'd squeeze out a fuck, and next thing you know, you'd have to stop the conversation. Oh, you just swore, and it just kills it. Be exactly who you are. It doesn't matter. Don't try to hide your swearing and shit just because some random people on the internet don't like it.
Right.
I got very good at doing it. Like if I go around like somebody's parents, or I put myself in a situation where you're not supposed to be swearing. The problem is trying to omit it while I'm making content. This is like when I'm making a video, this is my fucking domain.
Yeah.
Why would I omit it from this? I'm not at a job interview. I'm not working for you. So someone telling me to tone down my swearing is like, I'm gonna ramp it up. How about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually
Fuck off.
exactly. Fuck off. I actually have fun going to like public places, just like regular like service people, and just squeezing in some vulgar terms into the conversation.
Like
it's
what?
like it's just normal stuff. Just squeezing out a couple fucks and some shits in a normal like bank teller thing, or like talking to my insurance agent on the phone or something. Like it's just, I'm sorry, this is just how I talk.
You're just at the bank. You're like, yeah, you think I can get fucking $500 out today?
That'd be fucking sweet, man.
Yeah.
Hook me up.
It's a
brother.
great describing word though. Fuck.
It is.
Dude,
It is.
fuck's the best word of all time.
I agree.
It's a noun. It's an adjective. It's a fucking verb. It's everything. You could use it in every single aspect of life.
Yeah, I
You could
pretty
make
much
a
do.
whole. You could make a whole sentence out of that word. Like
100%.
using it 5 times.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the
think
subject
of,
and
think
the
of how many
predicate.
different meanings it really
It
has.
has a lot. A shit ton.
All right. Well, we're about to the end of the episode
we,
here.
though?
Already?
We're about to the end.
No,
We're at an hour
He's
right
got
now.
more. He wants more.
Start it
Encore.
over. Run it again.
Run it
Run it
back,
again.
man. It's having a good time. I love to hear that.
I do actually. I have a question for you. So you know, like you're dirty Prescott kids. You are born and raised in Prescott. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you go around to the bars. People probably recognize you pretty easily there. Do you run into problems in your hometown of people coming up to you or people coming to your trailer trying to talk to you or anything? Does that ever happen?
As far as like being down at the bars and everything, I've always been recognized because, well, I'm just from there and I've had a good reputation. I got a lot of friends there. After the TikTok thing, people do end up going through there and they see us and they'll be like, sometimes it's like, hey, there's the TikTok guy. Sometimes it's like, dude, I love your music. There was that person I sold that hat to. They were like, dude, we're on a party bus right now listening to fucking Rage In. That's awesome.
It's incredible.
Nobody has ever came to my trailer. Thank God. I do think about that all the time.
Yeah.
I've had a couple videos go viral with the number behind me.
Oh, God.
And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, we all seen what happened to old Upchurch.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's like that. And I really just don't think that many people have that audacity. I mean, would you really just roll up to somebody's?
Dude, you'd be surprised.
What
man.
you got that Upchurch doesn't have is you got Randy and Leahy looking over you.
Yeah, they're both like 85 years old.
Yeah, they'll do it. They'll roll up and
I got plywood windows and shit that I haven't addressed, like on the outside. Like I keep it looking pretty fucking ragged outside.
that's the way to do it because it's like a scare factor.
It is.
Yeah.
Little do they know the most fire beats are being produced.
So
in
you
there.
you brought up Upchurch, and I've noticed you have a Yellow Wolf portrait on your arm.
I do.
Who are your biggest motivational people? The people that you would want to do content creating or music with?
So I've always been like probably the one artist that really just kind of I won't say molded my life, but it's very obvious that he influenced a lot of my life, and that's Mr. Kid Rock.
Yes.
That's just the place where it all came from. He kind of changed my life when I first got that Devil Without a Cause CD. And then after that, you know, I grew up listening to country. My mom was like more of like John Mellencamp, Prince, Michael Jackson. So like I kind of got the full gist of music. The Neighborhood was what was showing me the rap and everything. But the Yellow Wolf, he was the first artist that I was already putting out music. He was the first artist I saw that was like made me feel like what I was doing was like on the right path. Because I remember when I first put out Welcome to Wisconsin, I was talking about deer hunting. I think the song starts off, deer hunting, shotguns, beer chugging. And people would tell me like, you think that people outside of your hometown like want to hear that stuff?
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, yes, I believe that this same town exists in every single state. Probably multiple.
absolutely.
All over
Absolutely.
But there was not a lot of artists doing that in 2012. And so like once I heard him and Kid Rock get together for Let's Roll, I was like, this is my guy. Like Kid Rock's the ultimate OG. Then he co-signed Yellow Wolf and, you know, the Eminem, obviously Eminem. But my biggest influence is definitely Kid Rock.
And I seen on your story, were you not in Kid Rock's newest music video? How surreal was that? How did that
That is
feel?
badass.
It was the most just shy of getting to meet the man himself, and we were supposed to, but we didn't get to. But it was a pretty cool scenario. So I immediately jumped on the song "We the People" when it came out. Like
Yes.
it just came out. I'm making videos to this in the yard. 10 seconds later, and the videographer reaches out to me. His name was Blake Judd, and he's like, "Hey, Bob, not Kid Rock.
Bob,
That's,
fucking
like,
Bobby.
that's how I knew it was just, I'm like, what do you mean, Bob?
Who the fuck's Bob?
You're on that name basis with him?
Not gonna lie, when Cody started calling you Travis, I was thrown off a little bit.
Yeah. So like, but like the OG Kid Rock, you're calling him Bob? And he's like, yeah, well, we were scrolling through TikTok. My wife saw your video just going ham, and you seem perfect for it. So like, you should come down to Nashville. And I was like, well, dude, I don't fucking live anywhere near Nashville. And he was like, well, we got a $500 budget for the crowd. And what we wanted to do was go to the bar, and we're just going to basically hand out a little bit of money to everybody that kind of wants to get involved or whatever. But if you come down, I'll just give the $500 to you, and everybody else, your payment is you getting to be in it. And I was like, thank God I didn't have to tell him. Like, I would have paid him. I would have paid him the $500 to get in the thing.
Right.
That's how big a deal it was for me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I told Caroline to come with me, and we're on the way down there, and he hit us up and was like, hey, what's the chances that she would want to do like this cheerleading thing? And she's not that type of person, like the blonde cheerleading thing. So that's what they were filming out at his house, and they ended up letting another girl do it or whatever. And we ended up going to the Kid Rock's bar, went up to the VIP area, met the film crew, and they gave us a couple Let's Go Brandon shirts. We cut the sleeves off. We went down on the main floor and started just raging to the song. And some people got to be in it because they were accidentally there, but I indefinitely was the only person in that room that was paid to come from across the country.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so crazy.
Talk about a fucking flex.
That is so crazy.
And we fucking drove. It's a 12.5-hour drive. It was a full-blown snowstorm. And I'm usually a pussy when it comes to this shit. Like, if it's full-blown blizzard, I'm like, we don't need to go. Whatever it is. Christmas, fuck it. Kid Rock, I'm like, I don't care what happens to my truck, my body, anything. Like, just protect
It
me.
was
Let's go.
It wasn't even Kid Rock. At this point, you're like, fucking Bob needs me there.
Bob needs me there.
Fucking Bob needs me.
Yeah. And so even my future mother-in-law, she's a big fan of him. Michelle, she's like, you tell Bob if you see him, that I said hi. And I was like, does everybody knows him as Bob? I didn't even know that was his name.
Dude, until you just said it, I had no idea.
So
Didn't know it either.
we rolled down there. We thought we'd get to meet him. We didn't, but we got in the video. And then afterwards, we had the opportunity to give the video guy a piece of merch to give him. And I pulled the homie card. I could have gave him a dirty hat, but I gave him what I thought he would appreciate the most, and that was a Rep CPS hat.
Hell yes.
Drinking beers, shooting deers.
Yes.
Damn.
Because I could just see him wearing it.
Yes.
So
Yes,
I hit
absolutely.
Up Dave, and I was like, dude.
I just gave
I just gave
Bob.
I just gave Bob. the fucking hat. And I would not be surprised
That's
if
the
he
total
pulls it.
bro move right
Oh,
there.
100%.
And I got a video that I've been waiting to put on there tonight that is the most epic Kid Rock impersonation I've ever done. So hopefully he sees that one, and hopefully we can get a feature at some point. Like people always bring up the Upchurch thing to me. I would love to do that. I'm a big fan of him.
Yeah.
But as far as like life dreams coming to fruition, a song with Kid Rock, a song with Yellow Wolf would be top
Incredible.
tier, incredible.
Legendary.
I could retire on that moment.
What do you think about? I feel like the rap country space is really blowing up lately. Like,
Yeah.
it's huge.
But in a really, really, it's taboo almost, because like
Yeah.
you can be awesome with it, or you can just be corny. And there's so many
Yeah.
people biting that sound now.
You could
Like,
be you could be Yellow Wolf, or you could be Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and great songs in their own, but completely different fucking sides of the spectrum.
Like the country rap, the real stereotypical shit. They're like, I'm in the mud truck, ripping downtown, all drinks beers, everybody's coming around, mud pipes. Like, and it's like,
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
okay.
dude. Yeah.
And like you listen to Yellow Wolf song, it's like, yes, okay, you're calling him country rap because he has rural topics in his song. But dude, that dude is one of the more talented rappers I've ever heard. And
Oh, absolutely.
like to put him in that category is like, if he is, he's the king of it.
Oh,
Definitely.
100%.
He's definitely the king of country rap.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's incredible. What's your outlook on fucking Jelly Roll's kind of been invading the space a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
I've had a huge man boner for Jelly Roll lately.
He's right
Not
there
gonna
with.
lie.
He's
I'm a
right
big
there.
fan of him too, but he also is like, he kind of supersedes this genre of country rap because he was really just rapping.
He was
then-
3-6 Mafia
Yeah,
rap,
and then
fucking
he
Lil
threw-
White shit.
Then he threw in the singing, and people
Yeah.
didn't really know that he had that. But I still wouldn't call that country rap. Like when people say country rap, you're thinking of, there's a very specific genre that is coming from that. And that's why I keep getting invited to these mud fests, and this particular booking agency keeps trying to put me on the lineup. And they're like, oh, you're going to be opening up for this person. I'm not going to name any of them. Like, we're going to open up for this.
Yeah.
And I can already see like the direction they were trying to paint for me. And I was like, all I just want to tell you is that I don't really consider myself country rap. I'm not saying that I think it's bad. I'm just saying I'm from Prescott, Wisconsin. A lot of my songs have rural elements. I grew up around farms, and
Yes.
deer hunting is a huge part of my life, and a
Yes.
huge part of my family. Just all of that. But like, as far as like being like country, I grew up in the middle of town. It's a very small town, but like I did not grow up in the country. All I had to do was go out to my grandparents' farm. It's
Yeah.
more of a mindset, if anything, I would say.
Yeah.
But it's so taboo to say it. I don't want nobody coming and trying to pull my country card. I'm from
Yeah.
Prescott, Wisconsin. That's why I tell them, we're river rats up in there.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's what it is. Like what you guys have, like your mud trucks, we're on the river. Every one of my friends has a fucking boat.
Apple River, baby.
Yeah, and they ain't even that nice of boats either. Like we either be floating down the Apple River, or we're out on the St. Croix, which is obviously just downtown Prescott.
Yeah.
And like last summer, how many boats do you have? The answer is simple: none.
Yeah.
That's just how many people I know that got one down there. I ain't trying to maintain a boat.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck, dude. All I got is an inner tube from a 15-inch tire.
I got 2 kayaks, and we did buy a jet ski last year, but that was the first time I ever bought a watercraft.
Dude, we got the St. Croix right here too. We could probably hop on a fucking tube and meet you in Prescott.
It'd take
Give
a
us a
while.
couple days. Give us a couple days.
How
dude.
long do you think that would take?
Well,
we should map it out.
Dude,
We'll roll
we
up
could do
full
it.
of blisters and just fucking blasted, just brown out drunk. But we'll get there.
Random side note, my librarian in high school randomly took a kayak from Prescott, Wisconsin, all the way down to Louisiana. And wrote
What?
he wrote a
Jesus.
fucking book about it called Bluffs to Bayous.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, you did.
That's badass.
He was in ESPN, I think, for it. And we've always made jokes about, well, that was probably 30 years ago. What if we just Byron Curtis 2.0 and we just take a brigade of people, but we're partying?
Dude, we can get behind that, bro.
We're raging all the way down to we're raging all the way to Cajun.
Okay, how long would that take? How long did that take your librarian?
I do not remember how long he said it took him, but it was a long,
Dude, I bet
long
that
time.
had to be a month.
And a dude swam next to him, too.
What?
Dude swam next to him. Like, they obviously stopped.
Oh,
but
my
he said
God.
the only thing was like, they could only stop to sleep. So, like, he, peed in the water. He'd roll over on his back.
Gross.
They said they'd throw him a banana, and he would just eat it like he's an otter. And he just kept swimming. Both of them are in ESPN. Like, this is documented. I'm not making this up. But I've always kind of wanted to do, like, a long-ass trip like that.
Dude, I thought these motherfuckers were crazy that take full-blown boats from Minneapolis down to the fucking bayou. These fuckers are in a kayak and with their hands, dude.
I know, and it actually is a tax because me and Caroline went from the Kinney all the way to Prescott one time, which is like maybe 7 miles. And I was complaining the whole time. I'm talking, the wind was not in our favor. My shoulders are just fucking burning. Dude, I'm not built for this. Or I haven't been training for this, but I'm coming back. I'm trying to get back to my fighting weight, get back into the exercise. And
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Heard that.
fuck it.
You gonna get it? You gonna call some people out, try to fucking go boxing or what? That's what all these creators are doing nowadays is fighting.
Hey, I do see, I can see why people do that though. There's a lot of,
It's great exposure.
yeah, and you start talking shit to each other and it builds up really fast.
Yeah.
But
Do you want to start a beef?
I don't, because I just feel like it's just so much easier for me to get along with people. And I also cannot hide how much I don't care about things. Like, people can say something about me and it makes me pissed for like a second. And then I'm like on to the next thing. I'm selfish enough to be like, you said that based off of something you were thinking, not what you think about me.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm not mad enough anymore in life to like want to fight people. But there was a time in my life, like if say TikTok took off for me at 18 years old,
Yeah.
I'd have fought everybody.
Hands were thrown.
Anybody that would have asked. If you said even that, like, that's bottom tier mustache right there, I'd fight you on pay-per-view for sure.
If some motherfucker told you that you were trying to copy Logan Paul, you'd be throwing hands for sure.
Yeah. So I would, if they said that, I'd be like, Logan, who? I'll fight him and his brother at the same time.
Travis, Sam and I were trying to get a little bit of dirt on you. We were trying to go way back in the records, see what we could dig up on you online.
Yeah.
And all we could find was your high school basketball record. It says you played one varsity basketball game and you scored 7 points. Is that true?
One varsity?
One varsity basketball game. That's all that's on record
Fake
online.
news, dude.
That ain't true, but I'm glad you brought that up. This is funny. So this is ultimately where there's a lot of humor that comes along with me talking about partying and everything. It was because in high school, my freshman year is the only year that I successfully made through without being suspended.
Hey, same with us. Same with us.
So freshman year, I get through scot-free. I'm working at the liquor store. I got access to all the alcohol. I basically owned my high school. Seniors, they're buying it from me.
You're the plug.
I got given a platform at that time that I was not prepared to have.
Oh.
So we get into 16,
Oh,
sophomore year.
so the parties are coming to you to get the alcohol. Is
Dude,
what
the
you're
parties
saying.
cannot exist without me.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. It was like, I'm talking, this is a curse, if anything. It feels like a blessing. It was a curse. Like, you just getting hit up by all these people that you're well aware. I was smart enough to know they did not give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
But I was like, my alcohol is the in. I'm going to make them like me. You know, so like I'd go out there and I'm my 15-year-old self. But by 16, it started to catch up to me. Started getting some tickets. Probably 15 days after maybe a month after I got my license, I lost it for driving drunk. I blew a .17.
No.
Oh, fuck, at 16?
And I'm not trying to condone this. I'm just saying I did get it out of the way at a time when it no longer will affect me.
Yeah,
that's actually a good point.
I don't mess around with it at all anymore. But at 16, people thought I was a lost cause. Mm-hmm. So 16, I missed about 75% of the year. Junior year comes, same damn thing. But I never quit these sports. I never quit them. I did every community service thing. I had to come back. to be able to play at all.
Yep.
Like senior year, I think I was 100% I had to miss. And if I did like 50 hours community service and wrote a stupid letter to the school board, why, I don't know, write that, then you get reduced to like 25%. So you can play a couple games.
Yep.
I think my senior year, I played maybe 6 basketball games, 2 football games, and that was the gist of it. So did I play only 1 varsity game? Absolutely not. But I will say that I was suspended for 99% of my high school sports career. And that's ultimately kind of where this thing came from. It was like everybody looked at me like I was such a lost cause. Like, oh, God forbid, this kid's just having a really good time. No one was really looking at the underlying real truth. It was like, hey, I didn't really have a lot of supervision, and I worked at the liquor store. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Right. I mean, that's just a given.
Yeah. So I learned what I like to do even more than sports, and that was party. I messed up my whole sports career, but I try to give advice every once in a while to the kids now and tell them, postpone the partying until you're done with high school. Unless you don't want to play sports at all, then do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
But in my world where I was at, no, I didn't get to play a whole lot just because, but I was good. I'm the only one that's going to say it, but I was good. I just couldn't play.
I don't like organized sports,
suspended.
man. Not a big fan of high school sports.
Right. I was always big in skateboarding, snowboarding. That was my thing. Yeah. That was always my thing. And I was kind of forced to play sports by my dad a little bit. Hey. Mm-hmm. Grateful for it. I think it's really important. I think you need to experience it, but it was never really my gig. So I get it.
Like it's you learn a lot of things from it, but at the same time thinking that like that's the only place that you're going to learn life lessons, it's just not true.
No. I had to do 20 hours of community service for prom. I couldn't play a single game of golf every time I was in golf.
That's how you know how much you love golf.
Exactly what
it's not a game of golf.
Were you allowed to play sports that you thought were bullshit? Just to, like,
single game.
Use it for the suspension.
Oh yeah,
No,
just do a filler sport.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, yeah.
We weren't.
But I didn't care. I mean, I joined golf, and they're like, you're not going to be able to do a single meet. I like the fucking practice.
Dude,
I was in it for the practice. Golf was the only sport that practice was fun.
Yeah, we bring beers and cigars in our golf
I'm so
bags.
happy to hear you say that because that's how I felt about football, and a lot of people were pissed at me for this, but I knew I was not going to be able to play, but I had nothing else to do, so I made my own friend's life a living hell at practice. Dude. And I would tell them all the time, dude, this is my only game. So the black pads that you're running around with, I was lighting my own friends up. Literally. I gave a kid a stinger. That is my second cousin. And he said, why were you going that fucking hard? And I was like, I don't know. You guys get to play on Fridays and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, right. All this built up aggression. Logan
that sucks
Paul
as a
over
kid.
here.
Yeah. I fucking quit football multiple times. We used to do Fight Club back in high school, and we did a Fight Club before homecoming football game, and the coach caught me, and he started just fucking screaming at me in practice. I'm like, you think I give a fuck, and just quit right there, like the week after homecoming. And then the year after that, our snowboarding resort opened, and I just went in with my fucking pads. I'm like, snowboarding season started today, I'm done. And they're just like blown away, like that football is like your whole fucking life. Like, I just don't understand these people. I understand your passions and all this stuff. I just don't get people that like when you're in high school, your whole life revolves around a fucking ball that you chase around.
And now where are they at? They're what? They're
Either
insurance agents, and
or else they're still trying to be a fucking football player at 25, and they have no chances.
Or
they're
they're coaching. That's how you get into coaching, and that's when you become the real handful. Like you didn't get it in when you needed to, so now I'm gonna come back and take it out on all you sons of bitches.
Take it out on all these fucking kids and make it hell for them too. The fucking football practice is not fun.
90% of my coaches were all ex Prescott athletes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I was so unlucky. My basketball coach, I got him my freshman year. We clashed like a son of a bitch, and he got the varsity job right after I was done that year. So I got him freshman, sophomore, junior.
Damn.
Senior year. So we already hated each other, and I had to rock out with him for 4 years. I still know where he lives. I'm still waiting for my moment.
I got my break coming.
It's like that one like thing in your mind where you're like, I wish I still didn't have thoughts like this, but I fucking hate that guy.
Dude, hatred just fills such a hole all the time. It's wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
He got taken out of the coaching for a while because he was doing what we all had already told the school he was doing. He was being very physical with kids, and not in like a dirty way, but
Sexual way?
He loved to take it out on people. Like that he was bigger and stronger. I've seen him lift people up by their neck against lockers and all this stuff, and it just kept happening. And the school did not give a shit. Like when we told them, they made it seem like we're making it up. Like we're just a bunch of kids. So now when I make these songs, and my brother is a senior now, my youngest brother, and I hear from my stepmom that these kids are like telling their coaches like, we want our school class song to be Rage In, like Dirty Prescott kids.
Yes.
I said, I couldn't pay you kids enough. Keep fucking saying that to those. The fact that they're saying it to these coaches, I know it's just pissing them off. Like, This is 12 years later, and we still can't escape this guy.
This is going to be a huge hot take, but when I was in high school, I feel like you always looked up to the teachers that like this is the model of this is a good contributing member of society. Now that I'm older, it's like all these teachers are just fucking power hungry pricks that just like
hold on,
taking it out on. Maybe I shouldn't say all of them.
Bro, I'll jump on this train.
Literally,
I'll jump
it's
on
like
the train.
they're power tripping. I'm stronger than these fucking 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're full of yourself.
Okay.
Hey,
We had some that were
Are you
good.
thinking like history teacher, shop teacher kind of vibes, or what?
School of Rock said the best. Those who can't do, teach. Those who can't teach gym.
Brother.
Hey, he ain't lying. Like there's definitely some ones that they're doing great, and they should get paid more. But there are some that are like, well, I didn't get it in my high school career.
Yeah.
So I'm coming back, and I'm gonna make it even harder for you. And God forbid, I was the oldest in my little bloodline. God help the people like, my youngest sibling or Caroline, who all of your siblings already gone through. Because if they didn't do a damn good job, you're already screwed.
Oh, absolutely. Because now you have a name for yourself.
I
You're
feel good
labeled.
for them. Like they were liked when they came in to an extent.
Right.
Some people, you're just hosed. I had a buddy that he had to basically get out of high school by sophomore year, just go into alternative school, and it was all because his older siblings, like the teachers wouldn't give him a break to save his life. And I'm like, dude, I'm doing less than you, and they ain't even looking at me.
Yeah, unreal.
Whatever.
We love teachers, though. We also want to just tell everyone we love
I had
teachers.
a lot of teachers that I extremely loved. The problem is that in any aspect of life, you focus on the bad more than the good when you look at memories. When you look at memories, you remember the bad more than the good. I loved a lot of teachers. A lot of teachers were incredible. It's just that the ones that I hated left more of an impacting memory on myself.
Yep, I agree.
My 7th grade language arts teacher, she was the first person that basically told me I was a rapper. Like I laid down some poetry for her. I thought maybe she wanted to hang out afterwards, but really, she's like, "Let me put my poems in you."
Dude, imagine a fucking song you could have created if she let you put your poems in it.
I know, but she was just addicted to the words. She liked the words, and I was like, "Thank you for giving me that little boost." And then, I started making songs about fucking Ronnie D.
Well, that's the thing. We give ourselves a platform and we make poop jokes.
Yeah.
And that's, so we're in the same boat. I get it.
Some might call us immature. I don't see it that way.
No, I agree. It's just self-expression, and that's what it comes down to.
Our more mature friends with more mature jobs are all watching.
Miserable.
They're all watching the shit that we're doing and being like,
They're wishing they could do
Damn.
it.
where did I fuck up?
No shit.
Well, hey, Travis, we appreciate you for coming on, man.
Love it,
Thank
man.
you.
This was
Fucking
incredible.
honor.
I had a good time. I feel like we could have went another 2-3 hours. I don't know.
Good, but you know what? You know what this opens up to? After this next single is going to come out, you're going to blow up the 18th, correct? Plug it again?
Yep.
The 18th, this Wednesday. New single coming out. Do you have a name of it? Are you even going to release the name?
Yeah, well, we had to come up with a name for it because I didn't really know what to call it. It's called Rum Drink Master.
Rum
Hell
Drink
yeah,
Master
bro.
coming out this Wednesday. Check it out.
yeah.
All platforms, I would assume you can get that on.
Where can people find you? What TikTok? What's your handle?
Every single handle is all Dirty Prescott Kids. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all of them, except Touch Tunes because They hate us.
Yeah. So what this does, though, is that now that you're going to blow up, this single is going to be incredible. This opens up for another part 2 of the Dirty Prescott Kids down the road. So
Yeah, it's
maybe
gonna
we
have to
can look
happen.
forward to that. That could be awesome. I feel like we got
think
a good click here. Good, just vibing with the Ronnie Diaz Dr. Pepper. Say it how you say it for us right now.
Yeah, dude, do it.
Ronnie D and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, brother.
Dude, I'll fucking shout that shit till
My
I
voice
die.
has changed since I actually was the one to record that chorus. I can't even do it anymore. I really can't. Yeah, it's like so shot. Like I can't do it.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
So I might need him.
Hey, anytime, brother. I'll be there.
We might have to do a show together. You might have to come on tour with me.
Hey, I'll practice. I'll practice.
Fuck, don't say that, dude.
I'll
This
get it
guy's
down.
head fucking blows up so
Yeah,
quick,
I'll
man.
get it down, dude.
You start giving this guy clout, it's a slippery slope here.
Just gave it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to On Tap with the Boys. Be sure to follow us on social media and stay updated. Tune in next week for another episode about Tyler's problems.
I was the one that did it in the song because it was all kind of inspired from my friend Bader. He was the one that originally said it. And I was like, because he's the intro.
Yeah.
Live update. That's my buddy, Ice Pick. And I did the chorus. Ronnie D and Dr. Pepper. And like, I can't hit that like annoying note that I was hitting. I don't know what I was on in 2017.